Thank you, Your Excellency. Excellencies, it is the African Union Summit in February that approved the co-hosting of this summit by Kenya and the AU Commission. And to speak to us next on his aspirations for the summit, let us welcome His Excellency President Azali Assoumani, President of the Comoros and the Chairperson of the African Union. Welcome, Your Excellency.
Excellences, Monsieur Ahmed Abako, Dr William Ruto, Président de la République du Kenya, Monsieur Antonio Guterres, Secretary General,
Your Excellency Guterres, General Secretary of UN, Mr. Faki, President of Commission of AU, Your Excellencies, Heads of State and Government, ladies and gentlemen, heads of international organizations, and distinguished guests. All protocols are observed. Salam alaikum wa barakatuh. At this time, all the eyes are on us, the African continent, united here to discuss at the highest level, thinking on the issue of climate. For this, we think that we are going to succeed here in this beautiful capital city of Nairobi to come up with a new impulse to the dynamics in order to fight against the effects of climate change in our planet village. This is an opportunity for me, first of all, to thank and sincerely thank our brother Ahmed Abako, William Ruto, for his commitment for sustainable and harmonious development. I would also like to thank the people and the government of Kenya for brotherly reception that we enjoyed since we arrived here in this beautiful country, and for the hospitality that we enjoy here in Nairobi. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, when we see what our planet has been undergoing, we have seen devastating effect on our societies, on our economies, on our ecosystem, on our diversity in general. According to the intergovernmental experts working on climate, the world temperature is increasing. It has been increasing since 1990, and we cannot say that this is negligence, but it is the fact that we are not taking into account on this problem, and also the weak action in order to fight this effect. Therefore, we need to intensify our actions because of the effects which are dramatic on our continent. Even if we are only responsible for only less than 4% for greenhouse emission, the island states like the Comoros Union, we are experiencing this, and we are not well equipped in order to fight all this. Despite all these challenges, Africa should go ahead and carry out its ambitions as written in policies and strategies at the national and regional level, and also from the contribution at the national level. Therefore, the organization of this summit on climate in this beautiful country has come at the right time so that we can come up with a conventional approach between the countries of the north and the countries of the south by highlighting the shared responsibility through dialogue in order to come up with solutions that are shared. For this, Africa should make profit from this organization so that we can come up with innovative, inclusive, and sustainable solutions by us and for us, and also define the collaboration for concrete climate action on this planet. Ladies and gentlemen, honorable participants, the continent is impacted by negative natural impacts. For example, Comoros, we undergo almost every year a lot of damages and losses from the earthquake, tropical cyclones, and earthquakes, and we lose every year almost $5.7 million. My country, we have carried out programs in order to do the adaptation and mitigation. For mitigation of energy, energy is an important potential by using renewable energy, air energy, photovoltaic energy, in order to produce electricity and reduce the use of firewood in homes and industries. And for our plan of 2030 that we have adopted, our ambition is to make Comoros by 2030 a resilient country to the shocks on all dimensions of sustainable development. As far as adaptation is concerned, for Comoros and other African countries, agriculture sector has been impacted by COVID and the war in Ukraine. That's why it is very important, because we have seen the repercussion of this, and aggravated by the food crisis that we have experienced. We have been experiencing on the continent. Therefore, we have to take the opportunity of this summit so that we can identify the actions that we can put in place in order to come up with a food system that is sustainable and resilient, in order to guarantee our means of subsistence, and this should be sustainable. We should privilege social actions, innovation, and resilience, and come up with sustainable agriculture methods, protecting our natural resources, our health, and our climate. Protection of our resources, air and water resources, should be also at the center of our concern. That is why the Moroni Declaration from the Ministerial Conference on Blue Economy and Climate Conference in Africa. This was organized in collaboration with the African Union Commission and UNSCA and the International Commission for Nature and the Indian Commission. They highlighted the work of climate and recognizing the role of seas and oceans in adaptation and mitigation. For this, we call upon the island states of Africa in the negotiations by highlighting their geographical specificity and their vulnerability from extreme events and different environment crises that we've been experiencing. We call upon for the support in order to have sustainable blue economy, generating employment, and come up with new partnership through reinforcing cooperation of partnership and collaboration. We suggest in this case that the financial aid should be increased. $86 billion given to Africa is very weak in order to support the current costs. We plead again to come up with mechanisms of funding because of damages and losses, coming up with facilities for all the vulnerable African countries, especially the island countries which are developing. It's also important for us Africans to think about the need to own the modern technologies specializing in surveilling climates in order to alert in time our people when extreme events are about to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, to summarize, I can say that the world threat of climate change and the effect on environment is going to exacerbate the complex nature of the world, which affects women and youth in a disproportionate manner. I would like to say that the Declaration of Nairobi will certainly express our African solidarity, to speak with one voice, to express our African specificities. I am confident that we'll come with the true solutions to the big continental and world challenges that we will also defend at the COP28 that will take place in Republic Arab Emirates. And they need our support through the personal commitment of its president, Sheikh Nahdet Al Nahyan, through innovative technology in order to fight effectively against climate change. Asante sana. Thank you.